Hello my friends, you see white eyeshadow base, you know we're gonna have some fun. Now, I might keep this a little neutral, Also, I just filmed a tight line hack, so my lashes look amazing. Look how much depth is at the lash line, and it was so easy. It might already be posted. If you wanna know, just ask me. But right now we're gonna start with white eyeshadow base, and I'm gonna take it all the way up to my brow bone using a C31. I've had my eye on these two shades for quite some time, so I'm going to start with this shade. And I'm filming an ad for Rosamund Beauty, so I'm going to do this eye just for a second. Press using our E28. Oh, that's so good. I love it. I feel like it's the most timid and mindful blue I've ever seen. That's beautiful. Switching to an E29, I'm going to, not do anything. Where did my brush go? Oh, creepy baby doll, full effect. Here's what I'm wanting to do. I just wanted to smooth that. That's perfectly normal until we set it. So we don't want to set creases. All right, E29. I think I showed you the shade. I'm about to not be as frazzled in just a second. I'm almost done with the video I'm trying to film. I'm gonna place this, and then we'll add some more depth if we want to. This is going to be so pretty. Tap, tap, tap. We can work on this eye because I'm just going to show the E27 last, but we could just add some more details here. I'm wiping off my E27 and I'm trying to decide where I want to take this because it's already so ghostly. And that's the name of the palette. Look how pretty. What is it? It's called Haunt Me, but it's very ghostly. I love it. It's fun. I don't know what we want to do, my friends. Let's add some of this and see where this takes us. I'm gonna add some of that up here. I might darken out here in a minute, but let's see what's happening here. Y'all know I'm always winging it. Pun absolutely intended. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more of this color. I love doing these types of eyeshadow looks. They really remind me of kind of a watercolor painting, the way that they start to flow together. Really, really fun for me. Now I'm going to grab this shade on the tip of an E28 and just stamp it through here. Just for a little contour there. I have more lid space today because I have a tight bun. It's all an illusion. Okay, I got a hair. I'm going to take whatever white base is left here. Don't be scared. This is a good learning moment. I need it to be a little bit more tacky and a little bit brighter. And then I'm going to take the E28, make sure there's nothing on it. Sheila's in my lap. And then we're going to take this color again. Yes, we're going to use that sparkle, but we're not there yet. Grab a bunch of that. And then I'm going to pack it over here. But you have to whisper or you might spook it. I'm taking an E27 in this shade, and all I did was give this a little stamp out here. Don't sleep on the E27, y'all. It's small but mighty. So I'm just using that same exact shade just to keep building. And I'm less worried about bringing it down, I'm about to show you why, than I am bringing it up. Because I have my micellar water here on my C30. Whee. I just messed it up, but you know what? I want y'all to see these things. Tap, tap, tap. Dry that micellar water. E27, same shade. Fixie, fixie. And then I'm going to get closer and not do this into my phone. Adding a little bit more of that dark brown just to soften it a little bit, but I want to add more blue. Y'all, this is one of the reasons I was so particular with the fiber blend, is because I always go back and forth between light and dark colors, and I needed a fiber that was not going to stay and hold grime even when it came to black eyeshadow. So that was something that was really, really important to me, and it also makes them a lot easier to clean. I'm gonna do this cute little pair of lashes. Look at this tiny little lash there. That is just adorable. These are from Pink Curé. And I have Duo Line It Lash It On, and I already had it on. That way I can just place it. Okay. Don't spook it. Let it sit there. The classic conventional glue, it's a little trickier. It really and truly is. But I do love this lash brand. So I'm gonna just have to suck it up. Then wait another 30 seconds and then you can clamp. But I will say, if I want to clamp there, but there's glue on here and I run the risk of taking the lash off, so I do wipe them on Sheila. Tiny little clamps. And then I'm still going to be adjusting for a while throughout this tutorial. That's also something I don't think I've not mentioned, and I forget to tell you, is that this glue stays, I mean, conventional glue, any kind of classic glue, it stays really, really wet for really up to 30 minutes. It's technically dry, but it's really important to kind of keep reminding that lash where it needs to go and that it doesn't need to lift. So just keep adjusting. I'll do it with this a little bit more. I just kind of keep on doing this. I had a fun idea. Now, disclaimer, this is not technically always eye safe, but I want to teach a little bit more sassy things this year, but always with a majillion frillion disclaimers. The reason this isn't eye safe is because sometimes the pigment, this is perfectly eye safe. This is actually intended for your waterline, but pressed pigments like this, and even, now I do wear contacts, but even fluffing things into your eye might irritate your eye. So I'm just gonna do it, but I'm gonna keep telling you it's not eye safe. Fun for every once in a while. And now we have a custom eyeliner shade. So fun, not eye safe. Try it, but also not eye safe. Let's do a little bit of correcting because that blue, oh, I think I picked a darker shade. That's okay. This is the darker one. I accidentally grabbed it. This is the shade Daybreak, which is Douglas. It's all went to heck here. Doug wants out. I've got the wrong corrector shade, but it's okay. Again, we can just blend this out. I'll focus, and then I will grab a fluffy brush and just really diffuse it. There you go. Crisis averted. L'Oreal True Match C5 Cool Medium. I really like this foundation. Oh, I just realized Doug is outside of the door. Oh, this will never do. It's never gonna do. Where's my C42? Let me just blend this side. I'm coming, Douglas. Just a second. They gotta watch the melty melty. Oh, that's good. And he opened the door. I feel like this is just a little too dark for me right now. So I'm just gonna do that reverse. What's the word? Reverse bronzing, essentially. Let's brighten up and lighten the center. I really can't exist without the Givenchy blue corrector now. It has saved me so many times. Because I really don't have time to wipe off makeup because I'm filming, I don't even know how many videos I've just filmed within this video. I guess 3 or 4. So redoing things is not an option. But I will use that darker foundation to blend this. So just a second, we'll do that together. We're gonna take the E29 because we don't want a ton of product, and we're just gonna grab a very small amount. And I'm gonna start to melt my undertone, even though it's a little bit darker because we're using such a small amount and it's mixing with that white, it's still gonna be my undertone and skin tone. Kind of melted into this beautiful watercolor type shadow I got going on. Oh, isn't that delightful? And I just keep melting, melting, melting. I can even grab from my face. And then let me do the same thing on this side too. Start there, introduce it, let it become friends. We're doing Estee Lauder concealer today. Just doing a little shaping there. And brighten up the forehead. And then I'm actually going to blend with the C31 because my C32 is dirty. And while I am the founder of this brand, I actually don't have as many of these brushes as you might think. because honestly, I don't really need that many. So I've never minded only having 2 of each. Ooh, that's nice. A little bit of precision there. So I'll get that nice and blended, and then I'll just use the C42 for edges. So this is another good rosy bronzer. I feel like if bronzers tend to turn a little orange on you, you're gonna love this one. I thought it'd be really pretty with the blue, contrasting it. You don't have to put this much on. It is very pigmented. And I am applying it on top of very wet foundation. So it's gonna be extra, extra pigmented, but it just melts in. C40.5. Yes, I'm so glad I went with this shade. I think it's so pretty with the eye. I'm setting with my Givenchy pressed powder. I'm gonna do a little extra here for some shaping. And then I'm gonna take a fluffier brush. I guess I'll just grab a C41. And I don't wanna use a puff here because you don't want it to pop too much color, but look at how it just kind of melts everything together. Delightful. Now I don't want to run the risk of any kind of fallout, so I'm just going to take this. This looks absolutely perfect. This is one of the new Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows sticks. This is Soft Ochre. Oh, that's like a perfect little under eye contour for me. Ooh. Glidey. I really like this color. Here's the color. There, actually there it is right there. I was testing it. Big fan. Now before this sets, I'm going to take a little bit more of that same blue and just bring it over this way a little bit. This shade has made its way back into my life. I forget how beautiful it is, and I feel like it's perfect with this look. We're still gonna add some sparkle, but let's get our lip on first. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills After Dust. I do believe that this is a new lip liner shade from them, and I really, really like it. And I want to do just a little bit of this shade. This shade's almost neon, so I'm just going to do a couple little dabs. I've been using this gloss. This is Virtual Reality from Queen Cosmetics, and I just love this blue-pink flip. Perfect. All right, so I added the sparkle. Mind you, you can make it super, super pigmented, this one right here, okay? Or you can apply it like I am, which is pretty sheer, and you can still see your skin through it. See? So I wanted it a little bit more intense on the lid and then kind of floating lantern sparkle up here. All right, my friends, this is our finished look. I've had this idea in mind for a while, so it feels really good to kind of get this creativity out. I'm already excited to use it again. I love this kind of ghostly green situation. I feel like all of these colors are just really inspiring to me. But thank you for being here, and thank you for watching these tutorials. It means the world to me that so many of you enjoy painting as much as I do. I love you. Until the next video, bye for now.